The damage is already done. If you're still doing this one thing with your money, the damage isn't coming later. It has already happened quietly every single month while you weren't looking. And the scary part, most people watching this right now, today, at this very moment, are doing exactly this, and they have no idea. I'm going to show you the one habit that has cost more people more money than almost any bad investment ever could. And it doesn't feel like a mistake. It feels responsible. It feels safe. That's exactly what makes it so dangerous. Here's where we're going today, what this habit actually is and why it's hiding in plain sight inside almost everyone's bank account. The real math behind exactly what it's costing you every single month, whether you feel it or not, why your brain is specifically wired to protect this bad habit instead of fixing it, and the simple, boring, completely doable solution that takes 20 minutes once and fixes it permanently. Stay with me until the end because I'm going to ask you one question and I want your honest answer. And I promise you, there's no judgment. Let's begin. Part 1. The confession story. Alright, let me start with an embarrassing confession because this hits a little harder coming from someone who made this exact mistake himself. Years ago, early in my career, I had a decent amount of savings sitting in a regular checking account. Not because I was lazy, not because I was careless. Honestly, because it felt safe, it felt smart. I could see the number, it wasn't going down. As far as I could tell, nothing bad was happening to it. I checked that balance every week like it was a pet I was taking care of, and it just sat there. For years. Then one day, a mentor of mine looked at that balance and asked me one simple question. What is that money actually doing for you right now? And I didn't have an answer, because it wasn't doing anything. It was just sitting there, looking exactly the same every single month while quietly losing real value the entire time. That conversation didn't cost me anything. Not understanding it years earlier had already cost me plenty. Part 2. What this actually is. Yes, so let's call it exactly what it is. The habit that's already costing you, if you're still doing it, is this. Keeping a meaningful amount of your money sitting idle in a regular checking account or a savings account that earns almost nothing for years, simply because of habit, comfort, or inertia. Now, I want to be very clear here. Keeping some cash in your checking account for bills and everyday spending is perfectly fine. That's just normal life. The problem is the extra money, the just-in-case money, the money you're not actively using, the money that sits there month after month, year after year, earning essentially nothing while you keep telling yourself it's safe. And here's the trap. It really does feel safe. The number on the screen isn't going down. Nothing dramatic is happening. There's no flashing warning light, no alarm, no market crash you can point to. That's exactly what makes this mistake more dangerous than a bad investment. A bad investment screams at you. This one whispers for years until the damage has already been done. Part 3. The real math. What inflation actually does now, let's do the uncomfortable math, because this is where it's already over becomes something you can actually prove, not just a dramatic headline. Prices, on average, rise over time. That's inflation. And it happens whether your money is doing anything or not. While your money sits in an account earning close to zero, the prices around you continue climbing every year. That means the real purchasing power of that money, what it can actually buy for you, is quietly shrinking every single year. You didn't lose money because of a withdrawal. You didn't lose money because of a bad trade. You didn't lose money because of some dramatic mistake. You lost it simply by doing nothing while the world around your money kept moving. Here's my favorite way to explain it. Imagine standing completely still on a moving walkway that's going backward. You feel perfectly still. Nothing about your body has changed. But look up. You're already 10 steps behind where you started. That's exactly what money sitting in a zero-interest account does to you every single year. It feels like you're standing still. In reality, you've been moving backward the whole time. Part 4. Why your brain protects this bad habit. Now, why does this specific mistake survive in people's lives for so long, while so many other financial mistakes get corrected quickly? Because psychologically, this one is uniquely comfortable. And I want to show you exactly why. First, loss aversion. The same concept we've talked about before. Moving that money somewhere, it might technically fluctuate, even a little, feels risky. Leaving it exactly where it is feels like avoiding risk. But you're not actually avoiding risk. You're simply trading a visible, uncomfortable risk for a much bigger invisible risk, one that doesn't show up on a chart you can easily see. Second, inertia. Plain and simple, moving your money requires making a decision, doing a little research, accepting a small amount of friction, leaving it exactly where it's always been requires literally nothing. And in every area of life, people consistently choose the path that requires no decision, even when the path requiring a decision is objectively better for them. Third, and this is the sneaky one, the number never visibly goes down. Your brain is very good at reacting to losses it can actually see. It's terrible at reacting to losses that quietly fail to keep up month after month without any dramatic moment demanding your attention. Who this habit actually hurts the most. Now here's something worth being honest about. This particular mistake doesn't hurt everyone equally. It hurts the people who have the least room to afford it. If it's a genuinely small amount sitting idle, of course the erosion is real, but it's a much smaller number in absolute terms. But if you've spent years building real savings for a house, for retirement, for your children's future, and that money has quietly spent all that time earning almost nothing, the erosion compounds year after year against a much larger balance. The people who work the hardest to build meaningful savings are often the ones who lose the most real value to this habit, simply because they actually have something meaningful sitting there losing value. Part 6. The boring, simple solution. Alright, now let's talk about the actual solution, and I want to warn you ahead of time. It's boring, really aggressively boring. That's exactly why almost nobody does it, and exactly why the people who do quietly pull ahead of everyone else. Step 1. Separate your money into 2 clearly defined buckets. The first bucket is your real-life cash buffer. Whatever amount makes you comfortable for everyday bills, routine expenses, and short-term needs. That money belongs somewhere accessible. It's perfectly fine exactly where it is. The second bucket is everything beyond that. The money you won't touch for months or years. That money should actually be working. That could mean using a high-yield savings option. It could mean beginning to invest based on your own goals and timeline. Depending on your specific situation, it could mean several different things. I'm not telling you exactly which tool to use today because that depends on your personal circumstances. And making the right decision there deserves its own conversation, not a single one-size-fits-all sentence in one video. Step 2, actually move it. Not plan to move it eventually. This week, that's the 20-minute task that really matters. And it's the task people genuinely postpone for years by telling themselves they'll get around to it soon. Part 7. Why this small fix compounds into something huge. Now, why is fixing this particular habit so much more important than people assume? Because this isn't a one-time fix, it's a permanent structural change. Once your money is actually positioned to keep up with or outpace the erosion happening around it every year, that protection quietly compounds in your favor for the rest of your life, in exactly the same way it was quietly compounding against you before. You're not just fixing one year's loss, you're changing the entire direction your money moves for every year that follows. This is honestly one of the highest return on effort moves in all of personal finance. One 20-minute decision made once and made correctly can potentially protect decades from a slow leak that most people never even realize they have. Closing. Strong, warm, direct engagement. Here's the real scoreboard. If a meaningful portion of your money has been sitting idle for years, earning almost nothing, then whether you felt it or not, it has already been quietly losing real value. This isn't a future risk, it has already happened. The solution isn't complicated, it isn't dramatic, it's actually pretty boring, and it takes about 20 minutes to begin fixing. Now I have an honest question for you, and I want your real answer in the comments. No judgment, be honest with yourself and with me. Is there money sitting exactly where we talked about today? Right now? Today? Just write yes or no below. That's all. For a lot of people, that small admission is genuinely the first step. And one more question, just for fun. Are you on team money should always be moving and growing, or team cash feels safer even if it's quietly losing value? Which team are you actually living in right now? Tell me below. Let's see which side really wins the debate. And if this video made you check a number you honestly haven't looked at in a long time, subscribe. Because that's exactly what we do here. We take the quiet financial mistakes that nobody notices and bring them into the light where you can actually fix them. I'll see you in the next video.